really excited, guys. Today I'm going over to my favorite bike shop, and they've been kind enough to let me do a video on one of their bikes that they're putting up for sale. And I was able to talk my way into that, use it as some free advertising for them, so that way all 12 of you that watch my videos can take a look at it and get an idea of what's going on. And I get to ride a new bike. Well, it's not a new bike, but it's a new to me bike. And to kind of give you guys a little bit of history on my riding experience, I grew up riding dirt for about 10 years. I've ridden 3 or 4 different dirt bikes in the past. At one point my dad let me take his Gold Wing around the block, so I don't know if that counts. And then I've had 2 SVs. You know, one I smashed up to little pieces. Just kidding. I have a good feeling that I'm going to be riding a Yamaha FZ6R, I think it was. There we go, San Marcos Motorcycles. These guys are top notch. These guys really are. I love coming here and talking to them, and if they have time for me, they'll sit and chat with me. But unfortunately, most of the time they are pretty busy. What's happening, Phil? Okay. That's Phil. Phil runs this place, and he does a damn good job. This is a Yamaha FZ6R. This one he's asking $4,800. It's a 2012, so it's a relatively new bike. Some of the differences between the SV and this one: first off, it's got the raised handlebars, so it's going to have a lot less aggressive seating. It's a inline 4, so it's going to have a much different power band than I'm used to. Oh, look. 1, neutral, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's interesting. Overall, it's a nice looking bike. I wouldn't pick white myself, but you know, it's got really good styling. It's got the pretty stylish. A lot of these bikes have gone with really nice looking grab bars. You know, the VFR has the little wings, which a lot of the Hondas, the CBR 300 and 500, both have something similar. It looks like you could take it off and it wouldn't really affect the looks of it. All right, let's fire it up and see what we got. Let's see. Alright, the seating is very similar to mine. The handlebars are up a little higher, so I'm not leaning as far forward. Let's see, let's crank it up. Look, gas gauge. Mine doesn't have it. I wish I had that. This only has 6,000 miles on it. Alright. Oh, listen to that. Oh. It's bogging down a little. I think it's because it's not warmed up. I'm interested to see what happens to the price tag while I'm riding. He wants $4,800 for it. I don't know what Blue Book is, but I know that Phil and the guys here at San Marcos Motorcycles they don't try to gouge you. Both of the bikes that I bought from him were under Blue Book value, based on mileage and all that stuff. So I'm pretty sure this is under Blue Book as well. And the cool thing is that he is real good about service. Oh yeah, the seat is a little harder. I'm noticing right off the bat the seat is a little harder, but the position is a lot more upright, a lot less aggressive. Oh shoot, that's the sound I wish my bike made. I do notice that it doesn't start, like there's a definite power band in this. I notice on mine that if I get on the throttle at anywhere above 2,500 to 3,000 RPMs, like I have power. On this one, I notice that there's a lack of power until I hit a certain RPM. So I'm gonna take it out on a, I'm not gonna get on the highway. I'm gonna take it out a little ways, but I like the way this bike feels. It's upright. It's not as aggressive as the SV is. So I feel like comfort-wise, this is way better. Feels good. I like it. Feels good. Again, I'm not a fan of the white color. That's probably the reason this bike hasn't sold, as the white is not exactly sporty. But the styling on it's pretty good. The shocks feel good for a 190 pound man. 195? No, I'm 190. I'm around 192 right now, so. This makes me think my bike needs some brake work on it. Yeah, my bike doesn't have the fuel gauge, so that's something that I kind of miss, because I got to go by miles, which is not bad, but sometimes I forget to reset the odometer, and it does have a low gas warning. Overall, it's a nice looking bike. You know, get rid of the fenders, maybe put some different turn signals on it, put the stock levers feel pretty good. Let's see. The horn, blinkers. Oh, see, that's one thing I like about mine, is this just shows that your blinker's on, whereas mine, it'll tell you which side is on. I will say this feels sluggish compared to mine as far as just getting on the throttle, and I think the SV has really spoiled me as far as the available power. The power is there no matter what your RPMs are. Yeah. I will say this one is a lot quicker. I feel like it's a lot quicker than mine. So all in all, this is a very fun bike to ride. I enjoy this bike. This is the first time I've ridden an inline 4, and it's sluggish in the lower RPMs, but once you hit that top end, you're done. It's gone. I like that. That's something I don't. With the SV, when I hit 3,000 RPM, I'm at pretty much max power, max torque, and it stays that way through all the RPM. So when I hit about 7,000, 8,000 RPM, I switch gears because it feels right. But on this one, I don't switch gears until I hit almost red line. 11,000. It's so quiet. This is the sound I think of when I think of sport bikes, and this is the sound that I don't get from mine, but I appreciate it. I do. I appreciate it a lot. It's a very fun bike to ride, and I like the seating position. Oh, I wonder if this is stock, because that just comes out right there. See, that's another thing that I don't like about my bike, is that It's got that big cannon coming off the side. This one tucks up under. That's nice. I like that. It's funny. I think as my helmet matches this bike. Not too bad stylistically. Always the blinkers just never seem to fit with what they're doing. I don't know if that's a law or what. But overall, nice clean looking bike. Looks like it has an aftermarket wind screen. I like that textured look in the plastic overall. Ooh, the seat got hot. So my final thoughts on the Yamaha FZ6R. I think it's a really fun bike, as I've said many times. I think it would be a good bike to start on if you have never ridden before. I think it would also be a good bike to ride if you are transitioning from a different style of bike. If you're going from a cruiser to a sport bike, if you're going from a dual sport or supermoto, I think this would be a really good bike to transition to because it's quick, but it's not fast. You can get up there quick. It's very nimble, very agile, allows you to lean the bike very, very easily. But it's not super fast. You're not gonna be doing 150 down the interstate. You top out at about 120. I think I got it up to 128 on the speedometer, so that's probably more reasonable that it's 120-ish, 120, 125, which is still plenty fast. But overall, it's a very fun bike. I enjoyed riding it. Very nimble, you know, and I'm comparing it all to my bike because that's the only real basis I have right now. But very nimble, very quick, not fast. The upright seating will allow you to transition, say from a bike where you're used to sitting up. You're leaning a little more forward than you would be on like definitely a cruiser, probably a supermoto as well. But it doesn't pull you full aggressive. You know, it may be something you're not accustomed to when that happens. So that's my final thoughts. Very fun bike at $4,800. It's about $500 off list if you were to look at that bike. And I actually looked up that bike at a couple of dealerships, and they want $5,300 to $5,400 for that year model. So $4,800 is practically a steal for that bike. So if you're interested in the bike, give Phil a call at San Marcos Motorcycles. I'll put a link in the description. Thanks for watching, guys. And if you wouldn't mind, leave a comment. Tell me what you think about the Sunday rides. It may be something I do more regularly, hopefully. And then, as always, hit the subscribe button. And we'll see you next time.